Hello friends, welcome to Manu Law Classes. I am Gautam Dikshit, GK and Current Affairs faculty at Manu Law Classes. In this video, we are going to discuss the important questions of the month of November 2021, which are important for CLAT 2022, ALET 2022 and other law entrance exams to be held in 2022. So let's start. So we at Manu Law Classes, we have already started 1 year and 2 year course. You can enroll today by calling us at 9971444054, or you can visit our website www.lawentраnceindia.com. So the first question is, identify the incorrect statement related to the 16th G20 summit which was held recently. A. It was held in Rome, Italy. The G20 Sherpa from India was Shri Bhupendra Yadav. The G20 countries committed to ending international financing for all new coal plants by the end of 2021. The theme of the 16th G20 summit was People, Planet and Prosperity. E. None of the above. So the correct answer means the incorrect statement is B. The G20 Sherpa from India was Shri Bhupendra Yadav. So the rationale is the 16th G20 summit, it was held in Rome, Italy. The theme was People, Planet and Prosperity. The G20 Sherpa from India was Shri Piyush Goyal. Now, here the G20 countries committed to ending international financing for all new coal plants by the end of 2021. The next question is, the INS Visakhapatnam was manufactured under which project of the Indian Navy? A. Project 15B, B. Project 15A, C. Project 15, D. Project 75, E. None of the above. So the correct answer is Project 15B. So recently INS Visakhapatnam, it was inducted into the Indian Navy. The INS Visakhapatnam is the first stealth missile destroyer frigate built under Project 15B. 3 other ships are going to be built under Project 15B. They are INS Imphal, INS Surat and INS Mormugao. There are other important projects. These are Project 15, where 3 ships were constructed and they have already been inducted into the Indian Navy and they are in service. These were INS Delhi, INS Mysore and INS Bombay. Under Project 15A, the Kolkata class ship frigate was built and inducted. They were INS Kolkata, INS Kochi and INS Chennai. Now there is another project, Project 75. So Project 75 does not deal with frigates, it deals with submarines. So 6 new generation conventional diesel electric submarines is to be constructed under Project 75. The next is, the Inspiring Regional Leadership Award of the Under 2 Coalition was awarded to which of the following states? A. Maharashtra, B. Punjab, C. West Bengal, D. Kerala, E. None of the above. So the correct answer is A. Maharashtra. So Maharashtra became the only state in India to win the Inspiring Regional Leadership Award of Under 2 Coalition at COP26. COP26, that is Conference of Party 26. It was held at Glasgow in Scotland in the United Kingdom. The next is, the first edition of Audit Divas was observed on which of the following dates in November 2021? A. 11th November, B. 10th November, C. 12th November, D. 16th November, E. None of the above. So the correct answer is 16th November. So this is very important Divas for this year. The first edition was celebrated on 16th November. So it becomes important for exam also. So the first edition of the Audit Divas was observed on 16th November to commemorate the historic origin of the Office of Comptroller and Auditor General of India. The Comptroller and Auditor General of India is the constitutional body. It is established under Article 148 of the Constitution. The incumbent Comptroller and Auditor General of India is Sri Girish Murmu. The next is, India's rank in 2021 TRACE Global Bribery Risk Matrix that was released by TRACE International was A. 82nd, B. 52nd, C. 63rd, D. 74th, E. None of the above. So the correct answer is A. 82nd. So India's rank in 2021 TRACE Global Bribery Risk Matrix was released by TRACE International and it was 82nd. The next is, which of the following has signed a co-lending agreement with SBI to offer financial solutions to MSME? MSME means micro, small and medium scale enterprises. Options A. Tata Capital, B. Cholamandalam Finance, C. Muthoot Finance Limited, D. GRO Capital, E. None of the above. So the correct answer is GRO Capital. So GRO Capital signed a co-lending agreement with SBI, that is State Bank of India, to offer financial solutions to MSME. The next question is, which of the following has been selected as the best tourism village by the United Nations World Tourism Organization? A. Pochampalli, B. Patloni, C. Kaimthal, D. Kongthong, E. All of the above. So the correct answer is that only one village, that is Pochampalli in Telangana, has been selected as the best tourism village by the United Nations World Tourism Organization. The next is, who among the following has been appointed as the brand ambassador of the TriFed Adi Mahotsav? A. PV Sindhu, B. Manish Kaushik, C. MC Mary Kom, D. Bhavani Devi, E. None of the above. So the correct answer is MC Mary Kom. So MC Mary Kom, she has been appointed as the brand ambassador of the TriFed Adi Mahotsav. The Tribal Cooperative Marketing Development Federation, or TriFed, it is a cooperative body under the Union Ministry of Tribal Affairs. It was established as the Multi-State Cooperative Society Act 1984 and it aims to empower the downtrodden tribal community by procuring their tribal arts and craft items, and it sells it through its retail outlet called as Tribes India. The next is, which of the following organization has signed an MOU with the Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairy to achieve sustainable development of animal husbandry? A. NAFED, B. Food Corporation of India, C. Ministry of Food Processing Industries, D. Food and Agriculture Organization, E. None of the above. Correct answer is Ministry of Food Processing Industries. So the Union Ministry of Food Processing Industry, it has signed an MOU with the Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying to achieve sustainable development of animal husbandry in India. The next is, you have to identify the correct statement among the five. So A. Qatar will host COP27 in 2022. UAE will host COP28 in 2023. India launched e-Amrit web portal for electric vehicles. Option D, all of the above is correct. Option E, none of the above. So the correct answer is D, all of the above. So Qatar will host COP27 in 2022. UAE is going to host COP28 in 2023. India has launched e-Amrit web portal for electric vehicles. So यहाँ पे COP27, so it is Conference of Parties to UNFCCC. Okay, so UNFCCC का full form है United Nation Framework Convention on Climate Change. Okay, so COP26, as we have discussed, it was held at Glasgow, United Kingdom. Then COP27 next year it will be held in Qatar, and in 2023 it will be held in UAE. The next is the JCB Prize for Literature 2021 has been awarded to A. Nandakumar K, B. M. Mukundan, C. Benyamin, D. Fatima EV, E. None of the above. So the correct answer is B. M. Mukundan. So rationale. So M. Mukundan has won the JCB Prize for Literature 2021 for his novel Delhi A Solikovi. The next is the third edition of CITMEX 21 was held in which of the following region? A. South China Sea, B. Andaman Sea, C. Bay of Bengal, D. Arabian Sea, E. None of the above. So the correct answer is B. The Andaman Sea. So the third edition of SITMEX 21, it is a naval exercise. It is a trilateral naval exercise between India, Singapore and Thailand. They all three met in Andaman Sea. Okay. The next is, which of the following has launched the Swawalamban Challenge Fund for the development of MSME sector in India? A. NABARD, B. SEBI, C. SIDBI, D. ICICI, E. None of the above. So the correct answer is SIDBI. So the Small Industries Development Bank of India, which is headquartered in Lucknow. So SIDBI का headquarter लखनऊ में है. So it has launched the Swawalamban Challenge Fund. For the development of MSME sector. So MSME sector. So if you will just see the analysis of MSME sector. So these are the three factors which has led to crippling of MSME in India, which after agriculture is one of the largest employment generating sector in India. So government along with SIDBI, they are reviving this sector. So Swawalamban Challenge Fund also aims for the development of MSME sector in India. The next is, India's first laser interferometer gravitational wave observatory was launched in which of the following place in India? A. Gurugram, Haryana, B. Theni, Tamil Nadu, C. Mahendragiri, Odisha, D. Hingoli, Maharashtra, E. None of the above. So the correct answer is Hingoli, Maharashtra. So India's first laser interferometer gravitational wave observatory was launched in Hingoli in Maharashtra. Now you have to identify the incorrect statement. PM Poshan scheme was earlier known as midday meal scheme. It will include the 24 lakh children in pre-primary classes and 11.8 crore children in government schools from class 1 to 8. Supplementary nutrition for children in aspirational districts and districts with high prevalence of anemia. And Tamil Nadu was the first state to launch the midday meal scheme. E. None of the above. So the correct answer is E. None of the above. So none of the statement is incorrect. All the four statements are correct. So PM Poshan scheme, which was earlier known as midday meal scheme, midday meal scheme was launched in 1995 by the government of India as the name National Program of Nutritional Support to Primary Education. Now Tamil Nadu was the first state in India to launch the midday meal scheme. The objectives of PM Poshan scheme is to enhance the nutritional outcome of school children. It will include 24 lakh children in pre-primary classes and 11.8 crore children in government schools from class 1 to 8. Over here, for the first time, pre-primary classes have been made the part of nutrition program in India. Now it is in consonance with the national education policy, which is based on 5+3+3+4 pattern, which also includes pre-primary schools. Now supplementary nutrition for children in aspirational districts and districts with high prevalence of anemia will also be provided. The next is, the world's largest recipient of remittances is A. Pakistan, B. China, C. Singapore, D. India, E. None of the above. So the correct answer is India. So according to the World Bank's Remittance Prices Worldwide report, this is the report by World Bank, which is called as Remittance Prices Worldwide report. India was the highest recipient of the remittances, whereas the US was the biggest source of remittances in 2021. The next is, that Google has collaborated with which of the following to provide financial assistance to MSMEs for up to rupees 1 crore. So again, see, this is for MSME. So A. NABARD, B. SEBI, C. SIDBI, D. ICICI, E. None of the above. The correct answer is C. SIDBI. So Google has collaborated with SIDBI to provide financial assistance to MSME for up to rupees 1 crore. So the full form of SIDBI is Small Industrial Development Bank of India. It is headquartered in Lucknow. The next is, the Southern Command of the Indian Army launched which of the following exercise in the state of Rajasthan and Gujarat? A. Konkan Shakti, B. Dosti, C. Dakshin Shakti, D. Garuda, E. None of the above. The correct answer is Dakshin Shakti. So the Southern Command of the Indian Army launched the exercise Dakshin Shakti in Rajasthan and Gujarat to validate the battle readiness and operational effectiveness of the troops of the Southern Indian Army Command. The next is, Sagar Shakti exercise was held in which of the following? A. Park Strait, B. Kutch Peninsula, C. Andaman and Nicobar Island, D. Cambay, E. None of the above. So it was held in Kutch Peninsula in Gujarat. So here many of the security apparatus of India participated: Indian Army, Indian Navy, Indian Coast Guard, Indian Air Force, then BSF and Gujarat security apparatus. They all conducted Sagar Shakti in Kutch Peninsula in Gujarat. The next is, the first All India Survey on Domestic Workers was launched by which of the following ministry? A. Union Ministry of Labour and Employment, Union Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, C. Union Ministry of Rural Development, D. Union Ministry of Finance, E. None of the above. So the correct answer is the Union Ministry of Labour and Employment. So the Union Ministry of Labour and Employment, they launched the first All India Survey on Domestic Workers, and it is to be conducted by Labour Bureau. These two are very important facts from exam point of view. Now what is the aim of this first All India Domestic Workers Survey? To estimate the proportion of domestic workers who are engaged at national level and the state level, and how many number of domestic workers live in, live out, then engaged in informal employment, how many of them are migrant or non-migrant, what are the wages and other socio-economic factors related to the domestic workers in India. The next is, who among the following became the first qualifier in the Open era to win a Grand Slam? A. Serena Williams, B. Maria Sharapova, C. Emma Raducanu, D. Steffi Graf, E. None of the above. So the correct answer is Emma Raducanu. So she is the 18-year-old British tennis player and she won the US Open Women's title in 2021. She is the first qualifier. This is very important information, that she is the first qualifier in an Open era to win a Grand Slam. The next is, the 15th edition of the trilateral exercise was conducted by the Coast Guard of India, Maldives and Sri Lanka. Which of these was the 15th edition of the trilateral exercise which was conducted by the Coast Guard of India, of Maldives and of Sri Lanka? So the correct answer is exercise Dosti. So the 15th edition of trilateral exercise Dosti, it was conducted by the Coast Guard of India, Maldives and Sri Lanka. Over here we have to see two important things, that we are talking about exercise Dosti. So it is not conducted by by navies. It is being conducted by the Coast Guard, and over here Coast Guard of 3 countries have come: India, Sri Lanka and Maldives. The next is in November 2021, which of the following railway station in Madhya Pradesh was renamed as Tantia Bhil railway station? A is Patalpani railway station, Dakacha railway station, Choral railway station, Kalakund railway station, or none of the above. So the correct answer is Patalpani railway station. So the Patalpani railway station in Madhya Pradesh was renamed as Tantia Bhil railway station after the name of iconic tribal freedom fighter Tantia Bhil. Now we also have November 15th. So November 15th will be observed as Janjatiya Gaurav Divas. Janjatiya Gaurav Divas. Now it is also November 15th is also the birth anniversary of Birsa Munda. The next is All India Radio and which of the following won the ABU UNESCO Together for Peace Media Award 2021? A. Doordarshan, B. The Print, C. The Indian Express, D. NDTV, E. None of the above. So the correct answer is A. Doordarshan. So the two programs were made by Doordarshan and All India Radio. One was Living on the Edge, The Coastal Lives, and Definitely Leading the Way. It was produced by Doordarshan and All India Radio. It was awarded ABU UNESCO Together for Peace Award 2021. This Peace Award was held at Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. The next is, who among the following is the first Indian to be awarded the knighthood of Parte Guelta in Florence, Italy? A. Thomson Scaria, B. S.K. Sohan Roy, C. Vimal Govind, D. V. Jyotish Kumar, E. None of the above. The correct answer is S.K. Sohan Roy. So S.K. Sohan Roy, he is the founder CEO of Aries Group of Company. He became the first Indian to be awarded the knighthood of Parte Guelta in Florence, Italy. The next is the Indira Gandhi Peace Prize 2021 was awarded to which of the following? Child Rights and You, Pratham, Smile Foundation, Teach for India, or none of the above. The correct answer is B. Pratham. So Indira Gandhi Prize for Peace, Disarmament and Development 2021 was awarded to Pratham NGO. Pratham NGO is a civil society organization. It is dedicated to improve quality of education among the underprivileged children in India. It was started in Mumbai. The next is that Goafan 11, which is the high resolution reconnaissance satellite. It was launched by which of the following country? A. SpaceX, B. Japan, C. South Korea, D. China, E. None of the above. So the correct answer is D. China. So China launched its third high resolution reconnaissance satellite, Goafan 3. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel of Manu Law Classes Private Limited for more videos related to CLAT, ALET and other law entrance exams. Thank you.